today on my painting called the Owlery. So it's my take on what the Owlery in Harry Potter would look like, where all the owls come to rest before they have to go out and collect another letter. So I'm working in oil on canvas, 12 by 16, and I'm going to show you how it's all done. So bear with me whilst I have to swizzle everything round, excuse any noise, and let's get going. So I'm just going to turn my camera around so that we can see the painting when I put it into the holder. So I'm just going to select the painting. So there we go, that's good. And pop that into the holder. Excuse the noise. And hopefully you can see that looks about right. Now you can hear me, and I probably won't be speaking a great deal because I need to concentrate. Put the battery pack there, and I should now be in focus. So this is the piece that I'm going to be working on today, and I've set out my oil paints. So these are the paints I'm using. I'm going to use a limited palette. So I've got white, a burnt sienna, which is a brown, blue, that's Prussian blue, so that's a dark indigo-y kind of blue, and black. Now, I like to use a limited palette because it sets a mood. I'm not one for lots of bright colours anyway, but when you use just a few colours, it keeps the painting kind of united, really. So without further ado, I'm going to get going. Now, I think I might lay the palette down for this so I can really visualise the painting. So let's get the frame. There we go. Actually, I'm going to work on the top first. So here I'm going to be painting in a window, and I need a small brush. So once again, these are my favourite brushes to use. So this one is for applying detail. It's good for lettering, but it's also good for very, very fine work. Then I think this is the main brush that I'm going to be using to put the window in here. Then I'm going to let the canvas lead me. Sometimes shapes, when you work quite organically, shapes just appear. I can see there. I can see an archway, maybe with a path coming through here, and this would be dark, and then there might be a couple of lanterns on the wall here, and then maybe some steps coming down here, and lots of places to roost. The owls will need like lots of branches here where owls can sit, and then the frame's going to go around the outside, an embellished frame with wooden perches and lots going on. Right, so let's get going. So I'm just taking a little bit of brown and a bit of blue just to make a darky grey colour. And I'm going to paint a window in here because I'm going to leave these rays in. I will have to overpaint them at some point, but I want to leave the rays there. And swap brushes. I'm not sure that I like that window. I might change that window out. We'll see. I sort of feel that it might be better just plain. Right, so here's the trick. So I'll tell you why it's not right. It's not right because how are the owls going to get in? They're not going to get in, are they? So what I do if I paint something that I don't like is just wipe it off. That's the good thing about oils is if you go wrong, you can just take it like straight away. That's better. That's better. I think it's probably a bit big as well, the window. I think it needs to be more on this side. Yes. Less is more. Less is more. Now that works better because the owls need to be able to get in, don't they? Can't get in through glass. Well, someone would have to let them in, and of course that's not going to be that easy, is it? Because the owlery isn't really a room that people stay in for very long. They only go up there to find an owl to post something. Straight away, that's better. That's better already. And let's just block that shadow back in there. When I'm trying to paint a straight line, I have to stop breathing. I have to hold my breath because otherwise I can't paint the line. Right, it's going to come round and check that the camera's still on and that people can see. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to move slightly further forwards with the camera so you can see a bit more. That's better. Right, now we can get into the design of the painting. So I see here that there's an archway shape. So that I want the end. I need the end of the corridor. So here, in this area here, I will paint some lanterns or some candles that will light the way. So I'm going to change to a different brush, and I'm going to start to put in some of the owly shapes. Just going to get a bit of a different colour out. Not a different colour, another, the colour that I need a bit more of. Which is this one, which is burnt umber. Problem with these tube caps is they never seem to go on as easily as they come off. It's like dead easy to cross thread. I'll have to come back to that later. That's better, that's better. Need a slightly different colour. I'll worry about the shapes of these birds later. Maybe one perching in there. So we need a bit of flooring coming in here. So I think they'd probably be flagstones, wouldn't they? So this needs to be blended in a little bit more. So I'm creating the room here now, but I want some steps here, maybe going down out of the picture. Make things up. Okay, so just need to bring the floor through the gap. Oh, that looks exciting. when I paint something that it goes right and I get like really excited, that's one of them. That's one of them. It's just like that. Woohoo! Here comes magic. Oh, it's starting to come together now. Let me just step back and check how it's looking. Yeah. I love it when a painting comes together. Oh, I always worry about spoiling it, but here we go. So, so the owls fly in. They might swoop out there. Who knows where there goes. I'm not going to do too much of this background because I just want it to be. In fact, I want it to be like more to the imagination. So this owl shape here. Just going to blend it because it's just a suggestion. It's just a suggestion of the bird coming in. That's better. That is better. Time for a coffee. Oh, that's better. Sorry about my slurping and gurgling. I can't let coffee go cold because there's no more milk left. This is the thing of being an artist, is there's nothing else that I want to do. And that includes eating, sleeping, shopping, generally those sorts of things. So this will be a little room where the owls fly in, and now I need to create places for them to roost. But I want, I need something in this foreground. I mean, maybe they'd have some little walls. I know they have little owl boxes, I think, in the film, but I don't really want to put owl boxes in. I want something. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this. Wall. It's going to have to be a wall, isn't it? So I'm going to mix up some grey. Make myself a grey wall. I need to put some stairs in here. So maybe that's where, maybe they start here. There, that's it. And yes, right. They're going down, which means there's a hole there. And that's where, yes, that's where I can put the tree. Because owls need to perch on something, and I don't just want them on like rigid, boring wooden posts. I want there to be some kind of, magical like tree that they can perch on. So to do this, I need to take this down darker and darker to the base of the painting. So it looks like it's dropping down, which could be where these stairs go. So change brushes again, and I'm going to pop that in there. Just to give me a bit of structure. Yeah, they could come off at a corner, couldn't they? It'll all become clear. Something's not working here. I don't know what it is yet. That will be the upright, so that needs to be dark. And that, yeah, that's coming off the top step. Maybe if I put the darks in. Yeah, there's a bit more work to be done on the steps. But I'm quite happy with this part. There's owls to be added in. This part needs blending. I don't normally move around the canvas like this. I'm normally, working one part at a time. But here it's kind of all got to fit together at the same time. It's all kind of got to work. I'll come back to the steps. I'm not totally happy with those. Instead, I'm going to work on this wall area down here. Right, let's check the time. Might be time to break off for some lunch. Well, we've got a couple of watchers. We'll keep going and see how we get on. Have any comments? Let me see, how do I look at comments? Oh, hello, nice to see you, Mr. Foxy. Thanks for loving my painting. Hope you're enjoying it. It's always a bit weird doing lives. I'm not entirely used to them yet. Something you tend to do on your own painting and get lost in my own little world, really. So I'm working back on this wall here. Because the owls need somewhere to sit. Right, now I can put the detail in of the wall. So to do that, I'm mixing up a dark grey colour and I'm going to paint in the, I don't know what you call it, the mortar, cement, grout. I don't know what goes in between stones. Can't remember the name of the stuff. Because these are obviously old castle, an old castle wall. So they'll be all irregular shapes. You don't want too much detail, you see, because it just distracts from the sort of final painting. Just want bits of detail, really. I hope the sound's okay. Normally I wear a microphone, but this time there's always an issue. There's always an issue. This time the phone seemed to be like so out of power, so I've got this power bank plugged in to the phone, so I have to keep checking how much power I've got. It's looking like it's working so far, so keep going. Honestly, the technology that you have to kind of try and manipulate to get what you want to get with things. Just do a few more, and then I'll use my magical brush blending technique Just kind of mix it all in and make it blend into the background a little bit. It should go something like this. That's it, just takes it down a notch, and then can come in with some nice bright stony colours. Because we're going to catch the highlights that come down from where the sun is streaming in through the window. When this is dry, I might come back in with a brighter colour to really pick out some of the sunlighty parts. Although that's kind of working. This is starting to come together rather well. That's enough. Now I need to decide what I'm doing with this wall, because I've got the steps here. It feels like that should drop down a bit more. Yeah, I think this could be dark, and then there could be some lanterns. There could be some lanterns put there. Oops, this casualty brush on the floor. So I'm going to bring this dark down now. Let's just trap that back in. I think I'm going to have to worry about the steps when I'm not filming. I have to come back to those later, because I can't get the perspective right at the minute. It'll come, it will work, but at the minute it's not happening. Now I'm going to swap to this brush, and I'm actually going to put in some places where all the owls can perch. So I'm mixing up again another dark colour. Dab of linseed oil. Would a tree grow inside? I don't know. I think it would at Hogwarts. Anything's possible with magic, isn't it? See, this is where there'll be various owls perching and resting there. Right, I think I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop there and have some thought space and come back to it at a later time. Right, so now I'm going to turn around the camera and say cheerio. If I can work out how to do that again. Yay! Okay, so thanks very much for watching my really amateur attempt at filming what I'm painting. I will get better, I promise. But at least you can see what I'm doing, and I hope you've enjoyed watching the painting come together. And if you'd like to see the latest, then please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it really does help me to get my artwork out there and promote what I'm doing. And any likes, comments and shares you can give really, really helps. So yeah, and tune in again soon. Bye for now.